Well, boys, here it is. That's what we've been keeping under wraps. 67 Camaro. We're not exactly sure yet what it originally was in terms of an SS or not. There's some interesting things going on with the VIN tag. It's got a lot of big block characteristics. It had big block springs in it when I got it. It's now been lowered with Hotchkiss upper and lower control arms and springs, larger sway bar in the front. It came with that hood. That's originally the factory hood. Disc brakes, bolt rear end. The factory traction bar is under it. So there's a lot of things about it that point towards at least it having had a big block originally. Doesn't have one in it now. It's got a small block in it now. It's got a updated 350 in it. The previous owner has asked that his information not be disclosed as to where the car came from. I got the car pretty much as you see it here, other than the updates to the suspension in the front that I mentioned, and we also went with a Hotchkiss Pro Touring leaf spring in the rear, which is kind of a different progressive rate spring than what it would have had from the factory. And we added a sway bar in the rear and a couple other small things to update it. We will be mini tubbing this car and seeing if we can get a 12-inch wide wheel underneath it, and updating other things along the way. It's got a healthy little motor in it, as you heard. Interior is just gorgeous on this car. It needs little to nothing. I don't plan on touching the interior, to be completely honest with you. But we're gonna have a lot of fun with this one. Just an intensely clean car. The car was fully restored about 8 or 9 years ago, and it's showing beautifully still. We can't find anything really wrong with it. You know, maybe a swirl mark here and there, but we've also done some updating on the front end here. We've added these lights. They're still glass, but they have an HID bi-xenon bulb in there, and there's the integrated blinker, because I may at some point do away with the factory running light slash blinker and do kind of an RS themed center section. Not sure yet, but we're gonna play with this car and we're gonna have a lot of fun with it. And don't even ask if this one is for sale. It will never be for sale. I will die with this car. This has been one of those ones that I have been chasing for quite some time and just never could find the one, and it seems that she was out there, and here she is. So much more to come on this car, guys. Thanks. And of course the inevitable under hood shots that I'm certain some of you will ask for. It's just a very mild, but very clean 350. What looks to be a vacuum secondary Holley carburetor. These are Vortec heads based on those center bolts on those valve covers. So that's an updated cylinder head. The aluminum intake. It's got a little cam in it, as many of you heard. All digital 6 ignition with the actual matching billet distributor that would go with that setup. Car runs great. It's an original Muncie 4-speed car. That's what's still in it. No leaks, no noises, no ticks. Runs like a top. We are going to do some updating under here, though. We're going to probably do a nice aluminum radiator and some electric fans, possibly add AC at some point. It's got a nice billet alternator bracket. We're going to clean under here really good and do some updating, but that's it as of now. Also, for those of you who probably will ask, who know a good bit about these cars, yes, we did lower the car. It's been lowered 3 inches in the front from factory, and 1.5 in the rear. They certainly do not sit that low with the tire almost tucked in the fender from the factory. And it just absolutely bothers me to have something sit as obnoxiously high as this car did when we got it. So any questions, just let me know, guys.